It's May, and it's a month to celebrate and share memories of the Summit City's oldest homes and buildings. Good evening. Glad you are joining us. I'm Tara Brantley.
And I'm Brian Miller. Now, the Historic Preservation Month means city leaders are asking people to do your part. They want you to get involved, and you can play a role in preserving Fort Wayne's history. Fox 55's Avery Johnson is live for us tonight with more on that preservation process. Avery, what'd you learn?
Brian and Tara, this house right behind me was built in the late 1800s. Those vibrant colors that you're seeing on the front of the house is part of Fort Wayne's historic color palette that resembles the history in the West Central neighborhood right here. I spoke with two professionals today who tell me that restoring historic homes like this is completely different than restoring more modern, newer builds. Take a listen. Historic buildings and homes typically need some extra TLC. And the upkeep will most likely require a professional who knows how to handle old homes.
We've been doing historic homes in this neighborhood for probably about 20 years.
Brian McGee and his wife Janine Houts own McGee and Houts Painting. The couple says they enjoy painting historic homes because they can get creative with the colors.
There are historic color palettes that paint companies have that we try to start with, so we're not going way out of the time periods of the houses that we're working on. McGee says when it comes to newer homes, the color palette is limited. You can use a lot more colors in historic houses than you can on the outside of modern neighborhoods. Their neighborhood associations have really strict color guidelines you can't go outside of. Where the city's pretty lenient about colors here. May is Historic Preservation Month.
We're a 200-year-old plus city, and we do have some structures in here that are well over the 150 mark that people don't, I think, recognize often enough.
To honor it, the city invites residents to share photos of landmarks, adding the location and why the place is considered historically significant.
Encourage people to go to our Engage page so that we as historic preservation staff can learn more. I mean, we as historians are constantly looking for the next really cool tidbit to come our way, and a lot of the times that's a shared family story that we don't already know about.
City Historic Preservation Planner Kreger Smith says honoring these buildings is ensuring the character stays relevant as the city grows.
It celebrates and helps preserve the character, neighborhood character, and design of both the individual buildings and the homes or buildings within.
Coming up at 6, I'll tell you how to use the new city website Engage Fort Wayne to submit pictures and stories of some of your favorite landmarks right here in the Summit City. Live at the West Central neighborhood, I'm Avery Johnson, Fox 55 News.